Did you know that Justin Bieber's dad used him for money? Well, it's your girl with Top 5, and today we'll be looking at the top 5 celebrities who can't stand their families. Remember, as always, we have a bonus fact at the end of our list today, so unless you want to miss out, you better stick around till the very end. Number 5. Adele. Today we're kicking our list off with one of the top-selling artists of all time. English singer and songwriter Adele doesn't appear to have the greatest relationship with her family. The entire world was shocked when she said, "I don't love my dad," in her acceptance speech at the 2017 Grammys. Although, to be fair, it wasn't exactly a secret about the poor and unhealthy relationship that she had with her father. During her speech, she instead thanked her manager Jonathan Dickens, saying, "We've been together for 10 years, and I love you like you're my dad. I love you so much. I don't love my dad, that's the thing. That doesn't mean a lot. I love you like I would love my dad." Unfortunately for her, her biological dad turned to alcoholism after the death of his own dad. This entire situation, which lasted for years, was part of Adele's life growing up, and needless to say, it put a massive strain on the relationship between father and daughter. Eventually, her father spoke out about how he himself was in a dark place, and made the conscious decision to cut himself off from Adele entirely. Might seem like a tragic story, but sometimes separation is the healthiest choice you can make. Number 4. Beyonce. Beyonce seems to be the girl who has it all when it comes to money and love. But things were not always this way. Let's just say that it isn't always easy to maintain a relationship, especially when you've got a load on your shoulders yourself. However, what Beyonce's dad did is something that many would consider unacceptable. Her dad, Matthew Knowles, was also her manager for quite a while. That is to say, he did not just want success for his daughter, but it is said that he wanted in on her earnings, being incredibly greedy about the money that Beyonce was earning with her talents. Greed can drive people to do things they never would otherwise. Her dad was the kind of man that lived in his own little world, and was so selfish, he fell into a habit of leaving Beyonce's mother, coming back, and repeating the process over and over. But thankfully her mother was too smart and would not put up with that, and divorced Beyonce's father for good. If that wasn't wrong enough, get this. Matthew had fathered an illegitimate child with Alexandra Wright, and would later father a child with Takoya Branscombe in 2014. When he later married, neither she nor her sister attended the wedding. However, when their mother got married, both of the sisters happily turned up to her ceremony. Just goes to show that your actions do have consequences. And just because you're blood related, doesn't mean you're going to get forgiveness. Those actions alone spoke volumes about the sisters and their relationship to both of their parents. Number 3. Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato has already gone through a lot, and she uses her talents as a tool to channel everything that she's been through. So I guess it comes as no surprise by now that Demi Lovato also had an issue with her father. Real talk, what is with all the dads on this list? Come on, dads, I know you're better than that. Well, in Demi's case, she really did not have a good relationship with her dad. So bad that it was like she was stuck with him until his death in 2013. But in the throwback, in a 2009 interview, she lied about having a good relationship with her dad, which at the time fans thought was all good and perfect. However, later on, she confessed that what they had was not exactly how he made it out to be. It didn't have the fairy tale ending that he portrayed, she explained. "The last time I talked to him was 2 years ago." Well, if nothing else, this gives us a little insight about how things were between those two. Not only this, but she also mentioned that her father was quite abusive at times. Despite staying quiet about the details of their issues together, Lovato's 2011 song For the Love of a Daughter hinted that he might have an issue with alcoholism. She also cited her dad's struggle with mental illness as part of the reason he couldn't care for his family the way he knew he should. Sadly, her dad is no longer in the picture, so they can never really reconcile. But even so, hopefully Demi found the peace that she so deserves. Number 2. Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez, the uncrowned queen of the music industry, has a life full of heartbreaks and misery. She has always been transparent about the things going on in her life, and is nice enough to let her fans have an inside look every now and then. Gomez all but stole the world's heart with her innocent smile and beautiful voice when she popped up on the Disney scene in the mid-2000s. Unfortunately, her mother was not as enchanted with the actress and singer as the rest of the world. Gomez and her mother, Mandy Teefey, had an okay relationship early on in the singer's career, with Teefey serving as her daughter's manager until 2014. When Gomez decided to drop her mother as her manager in 2014, an irreparable rift began to develop between mother and daughter. And when Gomez began to attend couples therapy with her then-boyfriend Justin Bieber, TV did not approve because she thought Bieber was nothing but bad news. After repairing their relationship and serving as producers on the hit Netflix series 13 Reasons Why together, people assumed that the trouble must have been over. Unfortunately, that was not the case. In 2017, they unfollowed each other on Instagram, and fans could only watch on as their relationship developed into even more drama. A month after they unfollowed each other, TV publicly criticized her daughter's decision to join the cast of the Woody Allen film A Rainy Day in New York because of past allegations by Allen's adopted daughter that he had sexually assaulted her. When disapproving fans appealed to TV to stop her daughter from working with Allen, she replied by saying, "No one can make Selena do anything she doesn't want to." Thankfully, it seems that, since then, the pair had managed to fix at least some of their issues, since TV made a loving post where she gushed over her daughter in 2018. We can only hope that from here on out, it's nothing but smooth sailing for those two. Number 1. The Kardashian Sister. It's no secret that the Kardashian sisters have had long-standing issues with their stepmother, Caitlyn Jenner. In 2017, Jenner published her autobiography titled The Secrets of My Life, in which she delved deeply into her stepchildren's private lives, including aspects that the sisters would have rather kept private. Jenner claims in her tell-all book that the Kardashians' father, Rob Kardashian, knew that Simpson was guilty, but chose to defend him anyway, which, aside from being passive-aggressive, seems just a little unnecessary considering that Rob Kardashian is, well, you know, dead. Needless to say, the sisters did not take kindly to that issue being opened again, especially in such a public manner, and all three of them reacted accordingly. Caitlyn was subsequently called a liar and not a good person by Kim Kardashian West. But that wasn't the only issue the Kardashians had with Jenner, and even before the book came out, Khloe Kardashian, while doing an interview with Howard Stern, revealed how she felt betrayed when she discovered that many people outside of the family knew about Caitlyn's sex transition before members of the family did. Caitlyn was publicly angry with Khloe for making these comments, which in turn just angered Khloe further, leading to her saying, "She can tell me to fuck off all she wants. I don't have a relationship with her. I'm done," during an episode from the 12th season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Well, looks like the cameras don't have to be rolling in order for drama to erupt from this family. Who knows, maybe the Kardashians will get over their issues one day, when hell freezes over. Well, now, as promised, let's drop the bonus fact. But before that, just take a moment to make sure you're subscribed. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to miss out on our amazing content. And that would suck. Alright, get ready for your bonus fact. Justin Bieber. Since I teased you at the start of this list with Justin Bieber, you probably saw this one coming. Due to the fact that the singer broke out into the international spotlight so early in his life, his parents, particularly his mother, were heavily involved in his early career. However, as he got more famous, he began to drift from his parents. In a 2015 Billboard cover story, Bieber revealed that his relationship with his mother was non-existent at the time, revealing that he put some distance between him and his mother after his bad behavior began to be the subject of much media attention. He explained that he was ashamed of his actions and didn't want to confront his mother because he was afraid that she was disappointed in his newfound bad boy status. After being arrested for drag racing while under the influence in 2015, Bieber's sweet young songbird status began to change, and subsequently, so too did his relationship with his mother. However, as Bieber began to get out of the shenanigans that he was getting himself into, he began to patch things up with his mother, and now they are on far better terms. As for his father, who was a former carpenter and pro-am mixed martial artist, Bieber was estranged from him for most of his early life. But according to several sources, Bieber has since given his father a permanent place in his entourage in the recent years. And that's a wrap, folks. Thanks so much for sticking around until the very end. Catch you next time! Oh, and if you have a good relationship with your parents, make sure you appreciate that. Bye!